to tell you about this week's Friday Fabric Features collection. This week it's called Peacock Parade. Our collection features these beautiful peacock blues and lovely teals and greens and pops of fresh, bright colors. So we have some interesting bird and peacock related names this week. These fabrics will go live tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Time on our website at thriftynotion.com. Let's get started. First up, we have a pretty piece of silk. This one is called Rainforest Silk Crepe, and it is a dreamy piece of super soft, silky silk. It is slightly matte in the finish, just that's what crepe is. It's not that super shiny silk. Amazing fluid drape, not really very sheer, and a lovely emerald green. We probably only have enough of this for one person, so if you want this one, you need to be fast. I suppose I should tell you what it's good for. Anything lingerie related, slips. This would make a beautiful pop of color statement type of blouse, and because it's just a solid green, it's going to be a classic. You won't need to rotate it out of your wardrobe. It'll stick with you. Good stuff. We have a couple of vintage cottons here. Again, not a lot of yardage on these. With vintage, you're just lucky to get a full piece that's not been chopped into bits. These are both poly cotton, and they're both great for things like shirts and blouses. You could even do dresses out of them. This first one is called Dazzling Display. It's just a poly cotton, so it's going to be really durable, but it will also breathe. This one's just a little bit sheer because it's white and it's not very thick. But nice drape on this. Excellent for things like day dresses, house dresses. You know, that kind of 1950s style shirtwaist dress would look really cute in this. You would probably want to line it just because this is a little bit thin, but we have cotton lining that would work great for that. This one's called Uccelli, and it is a blue polka dot, slightly thicker than the other kind of floral one I just showed you, a little more sturdy and substantial. It also has slubby texture to the fabric. Really lovely, interesting fabric, and it just feels nice and sturdy. I love these vintage fabrics for that. They just feel like quality. Again, button-ups, probably not enough here to do much of a dress, but you could maybe do like a really cute skirt. It's a fun one. All right, we've got a couple more cottons. These are more like lightweight cotton shirtings, pretty lightweight. This one is called Birds of a Feather. It's just this really cute navy plaid with yellow stripes. Lightweight cotton, very summery and breezy for things like tank tops and woven tees, dresses, blouses, all that good stuff. I don't know that I would quilt with this. Maybe. It's right on the edge of being too thin. You could make it work for sure. Really lovely woven plaid. We don't have a ton of this one, so we're it's a scarce collection this week. If you're really interested in something, you're going to need to be really on top of things right at 10 o'clock. This one's called Coverts, and it's the same basic fabric as the plaid I just showed you, except it's a stripe. They do coordinate, and they are the same weight of fabric. They come from the same collection, so they will work really nicely together. All right, this one is a linen cotton blend, and it's a little sturdier than the other things I've shown you so far. This is called partial leucism, which is that condition that birds get, and sometimes people, where they're like, some of their feathers are white. I guess people don't have white feathers, but you know, pigmentation is absent from parts of the bird, but they have pigmentation in other parts. So they might be like, there are peacocks that are partially white, but then like have a blue face or a blue head. It's really cool. Not great evolutionarily speaking, because, you know, being a bird that's trying to hide and having white patches is maybe not the best thing for your survival, but I digress. This linen cotton fabric is a multi-purpose, multi-use workhorse. You can do all kinds of things with this one. Home deck, all kinds of garments. The linen cotton makes it really, really easy to work with. It's also just really breezy and breathable. It's a nice medium weight, and you can quilt with it. Blouses, dresses, home deck, table linens, pretty much, I mean, I don't want to say you can make anything out of it, but there is a wide variety of things you can use this fabric for, and we have a lot of it, so plenty to share. All right, this chunky friend is nice and sturdy and is called Pavo cristatus. Cristatus? It's the Latin name for peacock. This is a navy twill out of cotton, so just chunky, sturdy, good stuff for making slacks. Really substantial overalls. It's not like a heavy denim, but definitely you can make pants out of this. You can also do home deck. It's a good sturdy one, and because it's cotton, it's biodegradable, so you know, your scraps can be eaten up by the earth and her creatures and turned into something else, which I really appreciate. That's all I have to say about that. This one is Peafowl Paisley, and it's a silky polyester. It's kind of a newer D-stash fabric. This is not vintage at all, but it almost acts like rayon. It's a very soft, really nice polyester fabric. Great for things like linings. If you wanted to do a lining, this one's probably smooth enough it would work for that. It is a little heavy. Definitely things like blouses and dresses. This is just a really beautiful paisley for a somewhat dressy item of clothing. This one's called Congo Basin, and it is a wool crepe. A little bit sheer up to the light, but definitely you can do skirts. If you line it, you could probably get a jacket or a vest out of it. It is pretty fluid, so you'll want to add some interfacing if you need it to be more kind of sturdy and stabilized. But a really pretty color of wool right here. Again, not a ton of this one, so if you want it, you probably need to jump right on it. I think we're going to sell out fast this week. Maybe not with this one though. We've got quite a bit of this. This is a sweater knit. This one's called Shake Your Tail Feathers, and it is an acrylic sweater knit, but it's really soft. And usually sweater type things are made from acrylic. That's just because it can be really soft. So really cute, pretty sweater knit. Great for things like cardigans. You can make a pullover or a sweatshirt type of thing. Okay, here is the stretch demonstration. Really nice stretch horizontally, no stretch vertically. So that is a thing you need to think about. That is our last fabric. Happy